Hello, I was gonna try doing this again. This will be like my 4th time trying to finish this video because the last 13, 14 minutes, 12 minutes, whatever, keeps getting cut off. I think it's 13, but I don't know how long this will be. So I'm just re-recording the last portion of the YaHoVaH video, and I will reload this. So hopefully this will come up right. So I wanted to get this research out there because I don't know, I don't know if it's important or not. It's just something I found, so I wanted it to bless everybody. And so YaHoVaH, this is the Torah calendar. So again, whether it's this month or next month, whichever calendar it is, I'm not sure. I haven't seen a year in the table I'm about to show you, so I'm not really sure. But it's kind of cool. And what I wanted to do is talk about Ezekiel. So I did Ezekiel as the search term in the matrix. And again, Ezekiel is synonymous with, to my mind, with wheel. So Ezekiel's wheel, just like you have the tribe of Judah with the lion, again the pictograph. So they all mean something, and I hope the Maseroth, some of the information came through in the other videos. So behind the name, so Ezekiel, which was really cool. Ezekiel, so it's from the Hebrew name meaning God strengthens. So he's a major prophet of the Old Testament. So I think I went over this on the other video, and lived in Jerusalem until the Babylonian conquest and captivity of Israel. Okay, so he had the dream, a dry bone dream, and so that had to do with the restoration of Israel. And so the reason why I did Maseroth, because the way that it was spelled, is it came up only one time with Ezekiel as the access term, and then Maseroth came up as a secondary one, only one time. That's the only way it would come up for me. Now it could do something like that for somebody else, I'm not sure. But anyway, what I wanted to show, so this is name behind the meaning, and then here's something about the commentaries for Ezekiel, which I really like, Bible Hub, and it talks about that in the bones and stuff, which is really interesting. Now, I'll show you what the YaHoVaH, and I linked it, I think, in the other video. I think it is in this one, which is My Jewish Learning, and please go to that. Is both the ancient and the modern day holiday, originally a post-biblical day of joy, and you can go read that on myjewishlearning.com, and it talks about Valentine. It's like the, symbolic of Valentine, and the virgins dancing in the vineyard, and the men from the tribes would get together and they would find themselves a wife. And one of the things that's really cool is that it also had in there like a full moon, and that made me think of the woman, the moon, standing with the moon at her feet, and so it's symbolic of that. So I looked in here to find out, okay, well, let's look up full moon in there. And so that would be the Kaf, that would be the script, Kaf, script, and the Samek and the Aleph. So I went ahead and I did that, and I wanted to pull this up too, because this was really important in the same thing. So talked about July 20th, so I really thought that was neat, because again, July 20th is the day that YaHoVaH falls on from the Torah calendar, and of course it would be a month later on the Hebrew calendar. So again, he's not limited by man's interpretations of things, so it's really neat. And you can go here, and it talks about, her husband coming home at the full moon. So you can do your research on that. So I wanted to kind of make this short. So here is the actual table. Here is Ezekiel as the access term. Okay. And then we'll go through some of the words up here. I've put in wheel, rudder, Maseroth. That full moon that I put in, you could see what I spelled it as came up as Philadelphia. I was blown away about that. See, also in my Jewish Learning article, it talks about a great day. So great came in. I put in great, and it came up with these translations. Also, day came up. So July would be in the red. July's in the red. Okay. I'm sorry, July is in, that's Ezekiel, apologize. July is also in the red, and that's up here behind this window. I'll close it in a minute. Vineyards in here, dancing. What's that one? Oh, eagle. So eagle and vulture both came up, which I thought was really significant depending on the translation. Beloved, and which is King David, but also Valentine, which was in the actual article, so that was lovely. Israel, and then Sabbath, of course, so those that keep Sabbath. Womb came up, and vessel came up because I did a video about vessel, and so we'll go over a little bit of that. And what else came up? Deliver, like he's our deliverer, and that actually has it in Psalms. So I hadn't read through all of it yet, and then I found it in Psalms, so that's really cool. So Eber is, and means, let's see, what is it? I wrote it down. Eber is like past or side. It's also the root word of Hebrew. It means people of the crossing, or to cross over. So Elam, E-L-A-M, and this is hidden or womb, so that's what that means. Yakim, J-A-K-I-M, is will raise. Okay, and we have banner. So that was really cool because it would mean a banner. So that's what the Maseroth is a banner about the tribes. And so you can see that in the other video. Appointment, oil, humble, YaHoVaH, Jupiter fable, and flummox is confusion. So we'll go through some of these. So that is Ezekiel, like we said. We'll start at the bottom here. This is where Philadelphia came up. This is so amazing. So it's going this way from left to right. Within that would be banner. This is the word hidden that I talked about, with Israel sitting right on top. So Israel's right on top, and then this word, so we'll go up here in the pink, means eagle, or it can also mean vulture, where she's gathered, so that's kind of interesting. This is the past, or Eber, crossover. At least that's the way I'm understanding that. Here is July. This is the Maseroth spelling, so I brought it up. It came up this way with Maseroth. Okay. And then I wanted to show, again, in the grayish or the brownish colors, that would be like great and day. Here is, I think this is, which one is this one? Oh, dancing. How cool is that? Dancing. Av came up, which I didn't mark it in here because it's all over the place. We talked about that in another video. And let's see here. Vessel. Vessel is over here. So it kind of makes you wonder, if as you keep the feasts, it would be, you end up having a vessel. And of course, wonderful here is oil diagonally with Jesus, our Yeshua, our salvation, Messiah right here. Of course, I love YaHoVaH, YaHoVaH. Here is YaHoVaH, his beautiful name. How awesome is that? And then I wanted to show something really cool here. Hopefully I saved it. Here it is. So I also put in, like this would be appointment. So here in this is appointment, and then I put in feast, and it came right up within appointment, right over Philadelphia. You can see I didn't mark that in here yet. So it's right here on this. So you can see here's the hidden, and the appointment came up with these letters right here. His feast days. And I'll be doing another table. I've been working on it, and I'll post that so everyone can see that, because it has to do with Esther and what I found in Esther. It's just, it's so awesome. I don't even know what to say. So I hope this blesses. And this is the rest of the other video. Shalom.